Hello everyone and welcome to After the Fact casting for the WhatCD StarCraft 2 Open. My name is NBadDog, also known as Brainwash, and I bring to you today the best of 3 series in round number 2 between our pink Terran player Sonny doing his wacky SCV microing them all onto one mineral patch. Not really sure what he was going for there. Spawning in the left hand position on the map, and it is Shattered Temple. I believe it can't be MLG Shattered Temple though, because we are spawning in close by ground positions. Anyway, here we go. We do have OSA's Dreadbeer spawning as the orange Protoss on the top hand position. Of course, for those of you who don't know, I believe Sonny is Waffles on the forum, so there you go. Of course, most of the people watching these casts will be forum people, so they will know who I am talking about. Of course, I understand that I am a little bit behind in the casting, as round 2 did finish up on Wednesday, and I've already got the first games being played for round number 3. Of course, still no casts from round number 3, so if you have happened to play round number 3 games, go ahead and send me those casts if you want them to put up on YouTube with my casting in the background. I've just been so busy with work recently, as well as I was live streaming the clan war between Clan Doom and Clan OSA all of yesterday evening, and after that my voice was just absolutely shot. There really wasn't too much I could do about that. Anyway, that is life. It happens. So I will be trying to get these casts out as soon as possible over the weekend, so that I can start on any round 3, which is the semifinals, of course. So we're getting very close to the end of this tournament. After that, of course, we will have the finals, and all of the finals will be live streamed by myself. I will be trying to sort out a way to record those games so that we can also upload the finals. I think that would be pretty cool. Anyway, that will happen when it happens, of course. So we are gearing up into the final set of matches so that we can actually start on the 2v2 tournament for WhatCD. So that'll be pretty awesome to see. And of course, if you were wondering where to see the live stream games, I'm talking about live streaming the clan war, talking about live streaming the finals. Of course, that is my Ustream channel. I will put a link for that in the description. That Ustream channel is used for just about everything at this point. I haven't gone off and created multiple channels. I probably will at some point. Anyway, that's basically all I have to say at this point, so let's get back in the game, of course, because that's what you were here to watch. We do have 2 gas coming down from Dreadbeer here, looking for some earlier tech-ish play, kind of. Not really, of course, because Protoss are so gas-heavy. He has managed to sneak away the one probe into the back of the base. We'll see what that probe does later, if it's just used for scouting or some kind of wacky proxy play. We do have Marauders coming out onto the field, of course, for Sonny. He is a little bit supply blocked, though, so the Marauder will take a while to come out. Marauder slow is on the way, though, so that will make a big difference against any early marauding stalkers coming out from Dreadbeer. And he does have a robotics facility coming down quite quickly here, so we're looking for an earlier expand here from our orange Protoss player Dreadbeer. No wacky all-ins on only 4 or 5 gateways. And Sonny is still supply blocked, so he's been supply blocked for quite a while here. We'll see what he does to compensate for this. Still, okay, so he does have one supply depot in the back here, as well as another supply depot coming down. Of course, it's always awful to be supply blocked in the early game, because it just makes so much of a difference. You know, every second counts really in this early game right now. And what have we got going on down here? We do have Warp Gate technology on the way. It is being chrono boosted out for the final set of seconds, as well as Observer coming out, so we are looking for some robo facility play, possibly a robotics bay on the way to deal with the Terran Bioball. Small move out of 3 Marines and 1 Marauder. I don't think it'll be very effective against what Dreadbeer has back in this base, especially since the Observer should be out in time to spot this. Possibly anyway, I might eat my own words there. Gateway coming down for Dreadbeer as well to continue reinforcing this, as well as another gateway in the back. So he does have some hidden gateways here. And another stalker coming out. And there we go, the Terran has stalled out here, so the Observer will be allowed to spot this going right over top of that little army there. Of course, there are more Marauders and Marines on the way. It looks like Sonny is waiting for that Marauder to come out, and there we go, he will start to push out now. Now that he has reinforced that with 2 more Marauders and 4 more Marines. Looking for some pretty Marine heavy bioball play here from our Terran player, Sonny. course, he is the ever lovely pink. I love it when people play pink, or any color other than red and blue, actually. I get really tired of watching red versus blue games. Just gets so lame. And there we go, the Stalker being a little bit risky there, trying to sneak out. Looks like the Marauder wasn't quite fast enough to grab it. And we will have a bit of a stim timing here, though it's a bit early. We've got another 20 seconds. And what have we got going on here? We do have a warp-in coming in from Dreadbeer. 3 Zealots. We'll see how effective they are. Since the Marauders do have the slow on them, we'll be able to punch through their shields fairly quickly. 1 Zealot going down before he even gets 1 kill. We do have 1 kill on both of these Zealots, though. Still trying to keep an eye on both of them. 1 kill, 2 kills. It looks like we'll be getting a 1 kill and a no kill, a 2 kill, and a 3 kill Zealot. So fairly effective. Of course, there is also the cost of the pylon, but it did manage to put Sonny on the back foot here, allowing Dreadbeer to more safely expand, and it looks like he is gearing up for that expansion right now. I'd say as soon as he manages to get out this second Immortal, he will begin to push out into an expansion frame of mind here. Orbital Command coming down. Doesn't look like Sonny is thinking of expanding anytime soon. He does have some minerals saved up, though, that he could use for that. And we do have a Ghost Academy coming down for our pink Terran player. And here we go. Here's the expansion nexus coming down. Dreadbeer is going to push out, though. Realizes that he does have map control at this point from that observer, and that he can safely push out. We'll see how effective it is going up the ramp against this Terran Bio Ball here. Those Immortals will, of course, be very helpful in cracking the Marauder shield, though you want to be careful to keep those Marauders behind the Stalker line, if at all possible. There we go, trapping a few units before Sonny realizes he does need to push forward. Stim finishing up, does manage to snipe. Looks like he will be able to take both Immortals here. And there we go, both Immortals from Dreadbeer going down very quickly, and both players choosing to disengage very rapidly there rather than continue to push the battle. Sonny does have 2 Marauders on 1 health, so he would like to see some medvacs coming out as soon as possible. That will help heal up his army, of course. And there we go, the Stalker's retreating. Similarly bruised up here from Dreadbeer, so it looks like that engagement was reasonably fair. Let's take a look at the units lost tab. Looks like Sonny did actually take a pretty significant advantage in that battle, so sorry about that. He is 500 minerals up, so he does have a 33% lead on his opponent. That is pretty significant. I guess 50% lead. He has 33% less losses, you know, percentages being a little wacky like that. Let's go back to the production tab, though. We do have a robotics bay coming down, so we're looking for some Colossus follow-up here from Dreadbeer. And of course, because he does have that macro advantage of a second base already established, he will be able to produce far more Immortals and macro up his army once again. 3 Zealots coming in as well, just to burn some of that extra cash, as Dreadbeer was getting a little bit high in the cash. Still hasn't established either assimilator, though, which he will need to do if he's thinking of throwing out some Colossus tech right now. Waiting for 200 minerals, most likely, for the extended thermal lance research to come out. And let's take a look back at Sonny's base. He does have 3 more ghosts coming out. Ghosts are an interesting choice this early in the game. You have to be so reliant on their ability to put down those EMPs, and if you do miss those EMPs, it really hurts your chances of continuing. And there we go, we do have a command center coming out with an orbital command on top of it, so we are looking for Sonny to secure his natural, his second base. Dreadbeer just looks like he wants to macro out some Colossus as of right now. He still is yet to grab either assimilator here, though, so he will be a little bit behind in the gas. Of course, those Colossus just being so gas heavy compared to every other unit out on the field. And we'll see what he chooses to do here. Of course, it looks like he will be able to have at least 2 Colossus out on the field before Sonny even gets this expansion down. He is using it as a macro command center. Of course, with the number of SCVs and mules there down from Sonny, he is mining out this main very quickly. He will be out of mineral fields. And there we go. He realizes he does need to move this orbital command out and over, so that will be established as soon as possible. Another Colossus coming out, as well as extended thermal lance being 100 seconds finished, so 40 seconds still to go, of course, on that. So he will probably be pushing out with the third Colossus. Reaper moving out here for Sonny, so let's keep an eye on this Reaper. He will take the Central Zelnoggle Watchtower, of course, and see if he can get some critical scouting information of Dreadbeer's. As of yet, Sonny still hasn't spotted Dreadbeer's Colossus. That can make quite a big difference, as he won't be producing any starports or any sort of tech. And there we go, any sort of Viking tech. Sorry, the Reaper does instead choose to go for the robotics facility. I wonder if this is a bit of a mistake, if he should have gone for some scouting information, possibly some probe kills. And there we go, the Stalker will be coming in here, needs to micro that Reaper away. There we go, the Reaper does get microed away. He will be trying to move as quickly as possible, and let's take a look and see if he did actually manage to scout that. Doesn't look like he saw that robotics bay in the back there, so that could be a bit of an issue. He does have 2 starports coming down now, but I'm pretty sure they will be producing medvacs rather than Vikings at this point. And here we go, we do have the move out on 3 Colossus from Dreadbeer. His army is looking significantly scarier than Sonny's. Looks like he does outnumber Sonny's army, and of course he is a Protoss player, so that is always an issue for the Terran player. And there we go, nice force fields coming down, trying to cut off some reinforcements, and 1 EMP going off, but at that point Sonny's army has melted away, and there's the GG. Certainly there was nothing he could have done to combat that army. The Protoss ball, just vastly outnumbered his, so his army melted away as quickly as possible, and there were no Vikings out on the field to bring down this Colossus, hopefully. Anyway, excellent game from both players, and it looks like I did miss an expansion, but of course it hadn't finished yet, so it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you guys again with game number 2 between Sonny and Dreadbeer.